Good morning and welcome to another week of John and Daniel vlogs. You're going to say hello, Jack? Hey baby, hey baby. Daniel woke up at 6:30 this morning. No, it was me. So I woke up at 6:30 this morning and I dealt with the puppies because they basically want to come out. Well, they did come out because Daniel left the whole thing open yesterday. So he thought that by leaving the whole cage open so that they can come in and out, then they won't make so much noise. But of course, they made lots of noise, and there was a massive dry turd down there what I had to scrape up this morning, which wasn't very pleasant. He woke up then at 7:30, decided to put all the towels and the blankets on there to try and stop them from making noise. And it's quite true. If they're a little bit more secluded in the long private area, they are a little bit quieter. Daniel is now in the bathroom. He's getting ready to go and see his personal trainer, even though he should be working and doing stuff, but I will have to take over his work today because he's been a bit lazy, but I'm used to that. And I'm going to be here for the whole day. I'm going to work, maybe do some video editing because I'm really excited to do some video editing of the mystery shoot what I did with Laurie. It should be very exciting. I'm actually looking forward to doing it. I just answered the phone and the guy said, hello, could you tell me about these two products? I want to know a little about them. So I said, all right then, tell me the products. So eventually came to 3 products. And I'm thinking, I don't know anything about double-ended dildos, strap-on, So I kind of just read all the descriptions which were on there because that's all I could do. And he said he's going to buy one. I said, look, as long as you don't try it. You can touch it, but do not try it, and then you can send it back if you don't like it. But what can I say? It's not like what advice can I give on that? One goes on the woman, strap on the woman, and it goes inside her as well, and then the other one goes up your arse. If you're considering having puppies, consider this: bags of poo and piss, because that's what it boils down to. And today, unfortunately, because I've been quite busy, when I let them out, I thought, they're running around, they're all right. Just put them on the pad so that they go pee or they go poo. I can't speak. They go pee or go poo, and then they don't for like 5 minutes. You hold them in that area, and then as soon as you turn around, they shit somewhere, piss somewhere. It is annoying. But the thing is, they do compensate with that overwhelming cuteness. Jack, you're not supposed to be eating all the puppy's little treats. That's cheating. Eh? They're only interested in milk. Oh. Come on. Oh, careful. Ah! Too much cheese. Frozen bread. That's what I've been eating. And really, nothing else except all this stuff. What's that? Half a kebab? I did not want the kebab yesterday, what Daniel offered me, so he brought one in. And then later on in the evening, I was like, can I have some kebab? Because he did bring one in. I don't know why he did. He ate one himself. Kind of thinking about going to bed, but really, I want to do something in the lounge, but I'm scared of turning the lights on. Then the puppies are going to get up, and I'm hoping I can not wake them up until Daniel comes. Very quiet. Okay, I'm going to go to bed. See you in the morning. Daniel's idea last night was to sleep in the lounge and let all the puppies just run around him. They're not trained, so they've been pissing and shitting everywhere. But the problem is, with the poo that's on the floor, they've been walking in it. They've been rolling in it. And now, even though they're so young, we're having to use puppy shampoo. Whoa! Give them a bath. I'm sorry, little puppy. You need to be clean.
You didn't say that anymore. You said, you little shits. You're shitting everywhere, you little shits.
Neely. Oh, good boy.
Hurry up. Thank you. I think Jack is gonna clean you up.
Make sure that they're nice and warm.
You said you're gonna help me, so get out of the
I'm
bar.
getting out now. 12:30, New Year's Eve. I am now winding my shit up, which means I've just done what I need to do today. I made the phone calls. I was just on the phone speaking with a friend. I'm gonna take the dog to the park so she's nice and tired before it gets dark. And then I need to find out how to cut this fucking duck. Sorry for swearing, but it's a real asshole. So this Peking duck, which we've got in the bag just there, ideally should be roasted. However, when I tried this the last time, and I did, you know, they do the pricks in the breasts, and that all the fat comes out, it was disgusting. It was just a fatty mess. And I'm thinking, why don't I take the meat off the bone and fry it? What do you think of that? I don't think that we're going to be able to take the caravan to a seasonal pit next year. Because there's kind of a lottery draw, let's say, because there's a certain amount of spaces which you can choose, and loads of people put their names in. Don't think I came up. Anyway, that means that the caravan will remain in storage. But what I'm thinking is, maybe I should just start a order with my mum and dad and say, can I come up to your place, stay for a few weeks, and maybe visit the north of England, go around the, go around the seaside towns there. That might be quite nice. Problem is, quite far away from the sea in the north, where my parents are, but there are other beautiful places to visit, and I'm excited to get there with both dogs. Okay, officially, I am obsessed with another treatment, what I want to get done. Okay, don't be shocked. It's nothing, well, it's gonna look terrible in the recovery process. Not having anything cut off. It is a laser skin treatment. So basically they laser your whole face and it removes. I'm actually shocked. I knew it existed. I just didn't know to what extent it worked. And there's this wonderful woman who's talking about her treatment, and I love the way she speaks. She's foreign and she speaks like this, but the way she talks is really soothing. She enunciates and pronunciates everything beautifully, and she's so informative, and she's beautiful. But more importantly, come fish your ball, come on, don't leave it, we're running out. But more importantly, she talked through the whole procedure. Don't know how much it is, got no money. I wonder how much I've got left on my credit card, if anything. Beautiful. You want food or you want sock? Food or sock? Food or sock? What do you want? Little girl? Ah! The two brothers are still eating. So this is the first time I've actually put dog food in a bowl in their whelping box. Because, Jack, come out, baby girl. Come out. Because what happens is usually that the puppies go over there, I give them some puppy food, but then Jack finishes it off. This time she cannot. Here we go again. Time to cook the duck. So this duck, I've just done my research, so it's a beautiful looking duck. We actually bought it frozen. And I'm gonna cook it on gas mark 6, or in my case, 200 degrees Celsius for 2 hours and, I forgot. I think it's 2 hours, 20 minutes. Oh shit, I can't remember. So it's 20 minutes for every 500 kilograms, for every 500 grams, and it's 2,600 plus 20 more minutes. Oh shit. I have to make sure I really pierce it down, because I've got to make sure that all the fat runs out. I'm gonna cook it all over the place. Oh, and by the way, it actually goes in for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I just worked it out using Alexa. Thank you, Alexa. And this is going to be part of the stock, because we like all the giblets and the necking stuff. Got the ambulance and the police here. I didn't take any video footage before because it was too disturbing. There's still blood over there. Blood which has mostly been taken up off the floor. The fish tank's gone, which was here. The mirror's gone. Dead fish and live fish I'm finding everywhere. I'm put all the bloody stuff in the bath with the bloody towels. I've just been hoovering up all the substrate from the fish tank and clean up the blood. This is the food which never got eaten. Daniel came back drunk, really drunk, after he's not supposed to be drinking. He said he wasn't going to drink. Came back pissed 2 hours late after I cooked, completely off his face. And then I got so angry with him. I was saying, Daniel, Daniel, Daniel. He was like, ugh. So we laid down and I gave him a backhander like that on his bits. Anyway, stupid idea what I did. He got up, he came for me like you don't know, screaming, shouting, punching, kicking. I held him off, I hit him, he hit me, he put his foot through the tank, he smashed the window, smashed the mirror, blood everywhere, and obviously the ambulance was called. The neighbour came up from downstairs, and when the neighbour came up from downstairs, he calmed down a little bit, but then he started off again. And then he got this door and why are you fucking this? Smashing it here. And then throwing clothes at me, trying to attack me again. Just like, guys, don't fucking drink, you know? There's a reason why your thinking is impaired when you drink. Things don't go right, and when you've had 10 years of this shit, sometimes you can't deal with it anymore. The police wanted to arrest Daniel for criminal damage, and I said no, and they're downstairs now, still working out whether he should be arrested or not, because they're saying we really should take him in for your safety. I'm like, I'm not scared of Daniel. I could have fucking killed him, you know, I'm bigger than him. They're literally trying to work it out. What the fuck? I mean, I started it. The police know this, by the way. I said exactly what I did. But you know what? It gets too much after a while. And it's not okay. It's not okay to come back pissed. When you don't even tell your partner where you're doing what you're doing, when you're not supposed to be drinking, when you know your partner is making the food which you bought. What the fuck? You know, who's right, who's wrong? And I'm the one who always moans. You know, there's only so much I can take. But this has been like, I don't know how we're going to come back from this. You know, we're always, and now he hates me. The things what he said were, never heard anything like it. And I think Dalma was scared to death of what he did when she was here. It was beyond, it was terrifying for her, I'm sure. She was absolutely amazing. But I'm left now knowing that all those fish are dead because Daniel put his foot through it. But then I instigated it by getting angry and going, whack. I did. So am I to blame? The police don't think so because his judgment was impaired. That's the difference. I knew what I was doing and why I did it. And they can see that. This is the thing. There's a line. There's a fine line. The police have been here for an hour, up and down, but there's a fine line. They're working it out. You know? It doesn't take a genius to figure out what's right and what's wrong. There is a limit. Control yourself. Don't put yourself in this situation. This can destroy lives, relationships. Lives. 100 fish. The dog was shaking. She was petrified, panting afterwards. Never want... This situation is horrible. There's blood everywhere. You know, I'm so careful with everything. There's blood on the ceiling. He was walking around going, I don't fucking care. I don't care about the fish. I don't care. Screaming and saying he's not drunk. And then the police are saying that he's not even coherent. this is real life, you know. It might all be fun and games in these vlogs, but this is what happens. Not all the time, but when it does, it destroys lives. It only takes a drink, you know. Fucking control yourselves, everybody. It's disgusting. Can't stand it. It's pretty late. I've been on the phone with a few friends and on the phone with the authorities. As you know, the authorities were called yesterday. And somebody called me this morning to explain the situation. I didn't particularly want it to go this certain way, but Daniel's been detained. I love Daniel, and I know a lot of people hear me and say I'm moaning about Daniel. I'm just venting. You know, he's an alcoholic. There's so many people with the same problem up and down the country. And he's the most wonderful, loving guy, and there's nothing wrong with him until he drinks, and then he just can't think properly. He just can't do it, and I still don't think that he recognizes this. So I know it's like washing my laundry, like washing my dirty laundry. So I'm not thinking properly. I'm just. So you know, but I don't think he should be hidden. He's got to go to AA, even though he said he would after the last. If you remember, the last thing happened when I had my eyes done and he was drinking whiskey for a few days and went to Albania pissed. That was acceptable for him. It wasn't acceptable for me. But then he apologised and said he would call the doctor, which he did, and start AA. But he didn't do it. He didn't follow through. And then I'm blaming myself and I'm saying, well, I should have made sure that he does it. And when people ask me, how's Daniel doing? Is he okay? And I'm saying, well, he's not drinking. He's teetotal now. And I gave him a bit of a green light, maybe. I didn't say that I'm happy if he drinks on New Year. Definitely not. But he did. And that was the cause of all of this. I was at fault as well. I was at fault because I whacked him. But the police, they made a decision to incarcerate him after he came out of the hospital. This was not my decision. And the detective this morning who was on the phone with, I said I was shocked, which was absolutely, I said, why on earth did you lock him up? It's not my judgment. In the UK nowadays, they can make the decision to take somebody if they feel they have to stop any further problems. The amount of damage caused in this house and what we had to put up with yesterday was unsurmountable. Holes in the walls, in the doors, obviously the fish tank smashed, all the fish dead, the mirror smashed. My property, which we were selling, drives what were going out to people who bought them from eBay. He threw them all over in a great big ottoman. Where he did say to the policeman what I got back from yesterday, what I spoke to the policeman yesterday. Apparently Daniel can't remember. This is not an excuse. Don't drink. I don't know how I'm going to move forward. You know, the detective said, can he come back? And I said, I'm sorry, not unless he understands why this situation arose. And that he has to recognize it. With that recognition, he has to seek help and continue with it. Otherwise, this is 10 years Daniel and I have been together, but this is going to come to an end. Can't do it anymore. I cannot do it anymore. But according to Daniel, it's all my fault. That's not what the authorities say. That's not what other people who know what's happening see. But I'm still a moany bitch. Daniel's back. He was really, really upset about what happened. But, you know, I just said, let's move on quick from this, you know. Put it back together. That's it. But you're stopping drinking now. You just got to make that decision. You got to stop. Go to AA. Or, you know, the secular one. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, do that.
and continue with it, and then that's it. We can move on with our lives. But if you choose to have a life where you're drinking outside, you got to do it elsewhere. You got to do it by yourself. I don't want it. This is the worst fucking new year of my whole life. But, you know, I don't want compensation. She's trying to sleep on my head. You can't sleep like that. Okay. Daniel's really upset. He's very embarrassed. He's very embarrassed by what everything that happened. But I think the agreement is that, you know, I know this vlog is called John and Daniel Vlog, but, you know, I'm very happy to have John and his dogs vlog, because at my age now, I actually don't want this anymore. So my mind's kind of just in two mindsets. So it's kind of like, Daniel, stop drinking, you go for treatment and you continue with it without exception, or you do just have your own life. I will love you, do your own thing. I mean, sure, you can do your own thing. Where we just had an argument this morning. You know, I just basically said, Daniel, don't you think you should be like getting up and doing shit instead of arguing because you want to stay asleep longer? So we had an argument. I threatened to kick him out, and then he kind of came around, and then he was like, all right then, let's do it. So, but we have to throw away, we just calculated there's hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of damage in the flat, like lampshades which are broken, that storage unit has to go because it's smashed, which he picked up and threw. He asked me just now, he said, please don't put this video footage online because he's scared that his sister will see it. He's very concerned about you. And I'm sorry, you know, I really am. And look, alcohol's a problem for a lot of people, and I've had my problems in the past. I was addicted to ketamine for years. It was horrible, and I got over it. And now Daniel, I think this is it. This is the end of it. I mean, we are moving forward to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Nothing happens again. But you know, this vlog has been up a couple of years now, and it's had a lot of funny stuff, but life's not like that, you know? There's a lot of crap that goes along with it. And don't worry about Daniel. Daniel's fine. I love him. He's the most wonderful person ever. And the drink has stopped. That's it. He's seeking treatment. He will find treatment and constant. I'll let you know. I mean, I don't know if Daniel will ever want to speak to camera while his face is messed. You know, his face, we had a fight, a massive fight. I mean, his face, I mean, I'm bigger and stronger than Daniel. So, you know, when he attacks me, I attack back. His face is fucked up. Don't be so shocked. This shit happens. Not to everybody, but to a lot of people. We don't want this to happen. It's not the people who we want to be. But unfortunately we are, and we're moving past it. It's just another human problem. You might judge and judge all you want, but if this gets out to anybody who might benefit from knowing this, like the worst story ever, you gotta know that there is light. Yeah, I mean, everybody deals with things in different ways, but there is light. I mean, we've overcome so much over the past 10 years we've been together. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for putting this out there, but it is what it is. I just ordered food, KFC. You're gonna have some KFC with me. He's gonna have some KFC with me. Why are you so? What's wrong with you? Sleep. See, everybody's sleeping now. They've been running around. Somebody had a shit in the kitchen. I don't know who it was, but somebody did. But they haven't peed. They've been quite good. Hello, Jackie. Oh, thanks for that. You're good, but you're going to sleep now. Okay. Time to sleep for a little bit. Okay. Ow. I've got no product in my hair. Do you know what? It actually looks a bit better. Look, it's been a hell of a few days. Wouldn't wish it on anybody. This is never going to happen to Daniel and myself ever again. But for the meantime, like, things are going to get back to tomorrow, back to normal, let's say on Tuesday, because that's when I start working. Then Daniel's working with me. And for the next day, I don't know, tomorrow, Daniel and I are just going to kind of start putting things back together again, literally putting things back together in the flat, like buying stuff and replacing some of the stuff which is broken. I'm not going to get another fish tank, no way. But everything else, we've ordered a mirror, which is great. You know, just repair it, just move on quick, you know? That's what I think. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. Supposed to be going to get the cushions today and try and put, you know, get the bits and bobs. We ordered the mirror and that. Daniel doesn't want to be filmed. He just doesn't want to be filmed. His face, he's got a bloody face. He's swollen just there. He's embarrassed. And I'm worried because we were supposed to be in the car, you know, going traveling. I was going to film the vlogs and we're going in the car and we're going to get the stuff. But he's so embarrassed. And I'm thinking, just rip the plaster off, just get it dealt with. And I think he's making it worse. He did the same with him being gay with his family. He doesn't see to deal with the shit there and then. He sweeps everything under the carpet. Do you hear this, Daniel? I asked him for his advice and help this morning. What should I say? What shall I do? You know, how should we proceed today? I'm so nervous. Like, my anxiety levels through the roof, just like getting in the car and traveling. You know, I'm at that point where I could lay in bed and be depressed for another week, easily. Daniel doesn't have anything to say, and he's certainly not thinking. Is that correct, Daniel? What? He's not listening. He actually, you know, I don't know. Daniel works different to me, but leave it for another week. Just write the week off. I'm supposed to do that. I've just landed a massive website, which I have to do. Sam is coming round to build the website on the 8th. I've got filming to do on the 13th, what I've got to prep for, and Daniel's solution is write the week off. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'll just wait for Daniel, yeah?
When I went into the kitchen this morning, there was some polystyrene that Daniel brought last night, and it was for a drive, which I've already sold on eBay. And this drive, when everything kicked off, he threw an ottoman, which we kind of fixed. You know, we put a top on it, we covered it with material. We made it really nice. Anyway, he threw the ottoman at me and on the floor, but inside there was the drive and other drives which I have to sell. And he wanted to pack the drive up ready to go. And I said, why are you doing this? He said, oh, it just needs to be done. I said, the drive's probably broken, it's got moving parts in it. And he was adamant, I just want to do this. And I'm like, it's like more things in my head. And I said, you're going to make me check the drive, aren't you? So I checked the drive. The drive's dead. I've already sold it for £110. And then he's saying, you just want to have a go at me, you just want to moan about me. Saying, this is not the case. It's like, I'm just trying to get my head round how I should think. I was saying the right way to do things is, I didn't even want to look at the drive situation, you know, because there's other stuff what needs to be fixed, 1,000 things. And ultimately the drive's dead. And then he's having a go at me, saying, I'm just trying to help, I'm just trying to help. And I know he's just trying to help, he's doing it the wrong way around. And I don't know. Is it my fault that am I thinking wrong? Am I thinking the wrong way round? I don't think so. I think, you know, if you've smashed something on the floor and the person who owns it says, let's check it first, I don't think that's having a go. I think that's just like being logical. I mean, I feel bad that the drive's gone, don't get me wrong. I mean, it cost me £400 to start with, and now I managed to sell it for £100. But that has to go in the bin. And he's still saying he's been as nice as he can. He's saying what I was going to do for you, but like now I'm so got too much in my head, and this is how my depression starts. I've got so much to think about, and I'm just trying to get over one thing at a time. It'd be nice if he just fixed everything, replaced everything, sorted everything out, but he can't. He's trying. He's really trying. It's a very awkward, difficult situation for me to be in, and I still feel like a cunt for complaining or moaning, what it sounds like. But I'm venting. I'm sharing what is in my mind with you, for good or for bad. I just don't care anymore. Oh, and you probably realise that we're not going to get the lampshades which were broken or the other stuff, because I just wanted to get back to normal and film in the car and to rip the bandage off and just say, oh, let's get back to normal. And the vlogs are part of our lives. Should they be just like not vlog and, you know, hide all this away and wait until I'm just tired.
We had to cut the nails today again. They're growing so fast, and I know that Jack's gonna be in pain. I don't know how she deals with it, because the amount of pressure. I don't think they bite too much with their teeth when they bite down on the nipple, because they suck my ears and they suck my nose and fingers, so they're not exactly, you know, they're not like. But Jack must really feel it. I hope you feel it. Oh, look at her. She's like, "You okay, Jack? You okay, baby?"
Oh no, oh no.
Oops, one just fell off the bed. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oi! Look, what'd you do? Come on then, up you come. Silly, silly, silly. Aren't you?
Morning. Didn't want to get out of bed this morning at all. But I mean, really late, getting at the desk. Daniel was up already. He was really good. He got up at a reasonable hour and just sorted out the puppies, which was nice. And then I don't know, just get back onto normality. What do you think, Daniel?
Yeah.
When we got up, we started working this morning. I said to Daniel, "Have you called up, you know, AA or the equivalent or whatever it is?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, this was the agreement for you coming back and us starting again, you know, start the treatment and continue with the treatment." "You never said that." "Yes, I did." And it wasn't just me who told him as well. And I don't think he wants to remember, because he's supposed to have started it last time. I don't know if you remember when all this crap happened, when my eyes were done. And he went crazy on the whiskey. Anyway, so eventually agreed. But it was a bit of a fight, to say the least. I mean, once he managed to get on the phone with them, he was all right. I mean, it's not a big thing, for God's sake, you know? All he's got to do is turn up there and then just see what happens. It's going to help anybody if they've got some kind of issue. And Daniel doesn't have a massive issue. It's not like he's drinking every day. Okay, that's fine. But when things bad happen, they happen really bad, and they're just not supposed to happen. And this will stop, you know? You've got to try, but I can't just let it go. So more arguments. Things just aren't sorted out yet properly, and it's horrible. I just want to get back to having a nice life.
nice, nice lives don't really happen. Everybody has problems. It doesn't matter how old you are, how much money you've got. This shit happens. But, try your best to make things better. And that's it. That's all we're doing. I just want to be happy again. You had enough of them. So you can't move, can you, for them being round you, Jack? I'm sorry. I think we should put them in the new clean box, the whelping box, and feed them. What do you think? What? Tell me?
I'm concentrating here.
Sorry. Let's take you inside and then you can put some food here. And then Jack won't eat it. No, not you, Jack. Come out. Let's get the other puppies. Come on. One more. Come on, little one. Don't you run away from me. Okay. Look, you got some food there. You can eat that. There, look. I'm not playing. Jack, come out. That's it. I've got the hot water. I keep saying hot water. It's not a hot water bottle. It's the electric blanket on this side of the bed. So I've got my feet over there getting warm. And honestly, these puppies give out so much heat. It's brilliant. So I'm all nice and toasty around my chest and my neck area. It's brilliant. That's when you need a puppy. Get your chest and neck warm. So tired. They've been running around so much. So now they're going to sleep for another 1-2 hours. So that's how long I've got. And then she'll be up running around again. Are you having fun down there?
Hi, John. I'm gonna bring the camera.
It's so funny. I'm here working. I mean, she's been up a few times at this point. And I'm here working and she's there in the background. Look, she's like a 5-year-old girl. I was dealing with this woman today and she said, she sent me a message yesterday saying she was interested in a puppy. So she's going to come down on Saturday, which is 2 days' time, to take a look. And that means she's looking for one of the boys. I mean, it has to be done. We knew this was going to happen anyway, I mean, I am not attached. I'm attached to all of them, but I'm not attached. Actually, I probably am. I'm probably equally attached to all of them. I don't know what I'm trying to convince myself of. But she sounds lovely. I gave her my postcode, not my address, because, oh my God. I picked up the phone this morning and had a look on this neighbourhood app, see what was going on. I get notifications. Somebody in the local area has been burgled. They've taken their cockapoo and 11 puppies and beat the owner black and blue. What the hell? So I called the woman back and I said, look, I'll give you my postcode and everything, and then I'll come out and meet you because it's scary, horrible. I hope there's nobody in the barbers. Let's see Mido. I want my back and sides trimmed. Just got some more work today. See, work's really coming in, which is really good. I'm not gonna complain. He said New Year he was gonna invite me out. He already went out to some gay clubs, it's like. And he said I was gonna invite you, but he never fucking made a phone call, did you?
Phone call.
You never made a phone call to say come out.
No, I did.
No, you
I
didn't.
did call you on Facebook, actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but
Oh.
you hung it up.
Oh yeah. Oh, no, I didn't.
Yes,
did
I
I?
show you now on the phone.
Oh, maybe I was
Maybe
busy.
you were
Maybe I was
busy.
busy. I wasn't drunk. And Mido doesn't drink or take drugs or anything like that, so don't know what happened there. Bit of a fresh cut, still looks fucking stupid, the colour, and it's not long enough, and I'm too fat, But I'm getting there, I'm not losing the weight. Can't do much about the colour unless I diet, but like, is that? So Daniel's really happy because we've been having issues trying to sync all our products in the shop Google, but he's actually found a way and he's successfully done it. He's listed them all. So, even though I'm still very, very angry with him, I'm happy that he's happy, and he's going to find some other avenues where he can place all these items on the shop as well. Sorry I haven't been, I'm just not in the mood, not since, for days now. I have to get over it. What I'm going to have to do is try and put it behind me. It's the last day of the week today, so I'm going to have to put everything behind me and start again next week. It's the last day of the week for the vlog anyway. You ready? Okay, and go! I am so freaking cold, I put these thin shoes on so you can't see me very well. I'm gonna have some light here in a minute so you can see my beautiful face. My feet are freezing. I've got these crappy shoes on, thin. Why did I wear them? T-shirt on, this jacket. Idiot. Come on, Jack. I reckon that this week has probably been the worst week. One of the worst weeks in my life, and I think Daniel's life as well. What do you think?
I think so.
And as I mentioned earlier, it's like this week has to go. We've just, me and Daniel have been talking this evening, and it hasn't been easy. We've been arguing a lot, and I think that next week, which is for us, is tomorrow, we have to kind of put everything not behind us because we're moving on to make things better, but to kind of, just move a little bit faster forwards, yeah, Daniel?
I think so.
Daniel's not very talkative at the moment still, but next week he'll be on the videos, will you?
Let me think about this.
But in the meantime, I'm going to say, even though it's a pretty dramatic video, I hope it kept you entertained, or you might have, got something out of it.
I feel sorry for us.
Well, no, don't feel sorry. Do not feel sorry for us. That's not. But even still, we're still together. We haven't killed each other, and we will both see you next week on Thursday at 6:30. Take care.